See, I won't let you go until you do what I like my guests to do. See, I love reading. Well, I like to think about myself as maybe a little bit more intellectual. So I like to read. I like to think about things. I like to talk about things. That's what I like to do. So I want you to recommend 5 books, maybe social entrepreneurship books, for my guests, my audience. I mean, yeah.
Mm. Okay. All right. The first book I would recommend will surprise you, or might
Your book.
surprise you. No. The first book I will recommend will surprise the audience.
Okay.
But I got my PhD in entrepreneurship from this book, and it's the Bible.
Great one. See, I would surprise you. At least 10 of my guests have recommended the Bible. Now, I will tell you, I'm not a Christian, but I once was, and till today, and maybe till I die, I would I would I would recommend the Bible, the teachings, the values I got from it, to anyone.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for
Yeah.
that.
So when I was putting a proposal to do my PhD, and I said I want to look at the impact of faith on entrepreneurs, how entrepreneurs, some of my academic colleagues and criticized and laughed at me and said that I should go to the school of theology to 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 do it. But today is a very big phenomenon. I mean, I think
Oh yeah.
there's about, when I talked about faith-based social entrepreneurship, I mean, if you look at what churches are doing around the world in relation to tackling systemic challenges and using their faith
Yep.
as a capital. There's something called spiritual capital. They're
Okay.
using their faith as a capital, translating that spiritual capital into financial and economic capital, and tackling a myriad of challenges in the world. So, I mean, yesterday or 2 days ago, we were looking at CBD. It's called, this therapy,
Yeah, yeah.
cognitive behavioral
Yeah.
therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And we just found out that it was applying a lot of principles from the Bible. So I think my recommendation is that the Bible is a very good tool for
Yes.
spiritual life, but there's a lot we can learn from it,
Yeah.
about social entrepreneurship, about entrepreneurship, about innovation, and so on.
Okay.
Another book is Dambisa Moyo's book,
Very good. Yeah.
Dead
Yeah.
Aid.
And
You know,
and that's why I say I like what Mr. Gates is doing, but I hope it doesn't end up like the old
yeah.
aid. Yeah. All
I
right.
mean, like you mentioned what Bill Gates is doing. You know that we have the Church of England is creating a reparation fund for slavery. So we engage we are
That's another topic.
well. So I'm engaging with them on that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we can decide what we can use the aid for.
Okay.
But yes, aid can kill, but it depends on what we use it for.
Yeah.
And sometimes those that give the aid have an ulterior motive. So we have to be very careful. Yeah, but
exactly.
Dead Aid from them, some very, very good book.
Yes.
Another book is called Fate with Its Sleeves Rolled Up.
Fate with with sleeves rolled up. Okay.
Yeah, the sleeves of your shirt,
Yeah.
you roll it up to work. So it talks about fate where impact has been made in society, not just spirituality, but people of faith have set up schools, have set up hospitals, have set up institutes, universities, tackling mental health and so on.
I was born in a hospital set up by the church.
Very good.
Okay,
Very
so
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
and run and by a Canadian doctor. In fact, I was born by Syrian. He was the one that
Oh,
did it. Me and my
wow.
sisters, all of us.
Wow.
Yeah, the same
That's
doctor.
very good. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I wrote a chapter in this book.
Okay.
I contributed a chapter, and my chapter is titled, Could There Be Treasures in Our Fate?
Okay. Good.
Another book here is Social Science Perspectives on Global Health.
Okay. Good.
Is an academic textbook
Yeah.
produced by Routledge. I wrote a chapter in this book, but
Okay.
a group of academics came together
Yeah.
and so we're using it to train and teach it. But I wrote a lot on social entrepreneurship. Others wrote on other things,
Yeah.
in health and social care.
Yeah.
But it's something that people could read. How many have I
Very
done
good.
now?
Yeah.
One,
Go
two,
for.
three. But I think I have a bonus one for you.
Yeah.
But
Very good. I like bonus.
another book by
Okay. What the
Rick.
earth? What on
What
earth am I for?
here
Okay.
for?
Purpose. Okay.
And it was written by Rick Warren.
Yeah.
Is one of the greatest. He's become a bestseller in the last
Yeah.
15, 20 years.
Yeah. Mhm.
So many people have been, blessed reading it, and also they've found their purpose in terms of tackling
Yeah.
problems.
I read it. I read it about 11 years ago. Yeah.
All right, very good. And the last one, which is a bonus, is by Larry Bucket,
Okay.
and it's called Business by the Book.
Business by the book. Okay.
Biblical principles for the workplace.
Very good. Very good.
Biblical
Wow.
principles for the workplace.
Good
Yeah.
one. Good one. See, thank you very much for that.